EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now Tua. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
First carry for Raheem Mostert.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Hey.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Big 20. 32.
Now Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away?
and take control of this game.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On play action, here's Tua. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Kupp now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Williams running left. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Ready.
They run it again with Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That good for 19 and a first down.
Set. Zero.
Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They get it to him running left. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive is 6 on the scoreboard.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Tua sets up to pass it. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Hey, 21 here. Let's go. 21G, 21G.
On 2nd down, Tua. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Parker, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Bradley Chubb there on the tackle.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end, any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stopped that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, Frank?
He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 45 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Bobby Brown in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. No sign of Tua departing. 4th down, they're going for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On second down, here's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be third down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Here we go on fourth. Stafford.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Open man downfield is Hill.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Tua. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Looking to pass. Tua. Got a man. It's Berrios complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Flushed out right.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
And the Rams are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Here we go.
They try the left side here with Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
They'll drop this down to Williams.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Stafford. And he is caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. A gain of 22.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On first down, Stafford here. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Williams. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Throwing quickly out wide, Atwell.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Again, it's Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And they're going to speed things up here. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline, there's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it, field goal time.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Tua now on first down.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Completes it to the tight end Smythe. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
32 stingers.
Mostert is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there. They went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, which to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Atwell here.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. Throwing again is Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp.
Here's 2nd and 3.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Stafford.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get this down to the 10. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Stafford now to throw.
This one swung out to Williams.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about In your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Stafford. This is caught. Touchdown, Rams. Kyron Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Well, big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Throwing Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Tua's going to change things up. Now Tua.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with.